Hi guys, this is going to be a quick one, but I've got a little traveler's notebook challenge for you today. I have just these two things left over from my Citrus Twist Life Crafted kit from March. I've got this grid paper and these cork numbers. So my challenge to you is to use some numbers, whatever numbers you've got. They don't have to be a set of cork numbers like this. Pick out some numbers from an alpha set, but use those numbers to create your journaling. I really love this technique. I love being able to have a starting point for my journalings. Sometimes it's a bit of a struggle to work out what I want to say, but having a numbered list like this just makes it that little bit easier. So for my page today, I am using the add-on kit from March, and as you can see, it's gorgeous, filled with lots of crepe paper happy days, which I really did love, but I've decided to go with this Heidi Swap Color Fresh paper because pink, red, I can't go past it. It's too bright and too gorgeous not to use. So I've got a photo of me and Shane here. It was our 5-year anniversary this month, so I decided that definitely needed a page in my traveler's notebook, and I think the pink and red just goes nicely with that sort of love theme. So off to the side here, you can't see, I've got my enormous paper trimmer, so I am just trimming down to traveler's notebook sized pieces for my spread here. I want this colour to go all the way across the page, even though I am going to add that grid paper on top on the left to do my journaling. So everything's all trimmed out now, and so I'm just going to trim down this 6x8 paper. I want it even smaller than it is, so I'm just laying it out on top of the traveler's notebook size piece that I've cut, so that there's sort of a 1/4 of an inch, 1/2 inch, something around there, edge around all 4 sides. So just slightly smaller than the traveler's notebook size. Now I'm going to do my journaling on my typewriter as I normally do, so I'm laying out the cork pieces and just drawing a really light pencil line around where they're going to sit, so that as I run this through my typewriter I'm not going to type in the wrong place. Now obviously it's not particularly accurate with the typewriter, but this just gives me a basic shape for it. I did add a tiny bit of embellishment to this page by running it through my sewing machine, and now I'm going to glue it down onto the backing sheet, and you totally could have stitched that on, but I was using this metallic pink, sort of dark pink thread, and I do struggle a little bit with the metallic thread. A metallic needle will really help, but I didn't want to risk trying to stitch 2 bits of paper, so I just stitched through the one and then glued it on and used my fingers just to rough up the edges just a little bit. This side is going to go into the pocket of my pocket page notebook, so it can handle having just a little bit of texture. It's not going to add too much bulk. And then I'm adding enough bulk anyway with these cork numbers, so I'm just laying them out as evenly as I can. They're obviously not perfect. I want them to line up with the journaling as well as be somewhat even down the page, and I didn't quite achieve that, but I love the way that it looks with these really huge numbers and this little bit of journaling. Now I'm going to attach my photo with a little bit of stitching, machine stitching as well, just to tie the 2 sides together even more. And when I ran that through my sewing machine, I probably should have glued the photo down first, but it moved a tiny bit, so I'm just using my trimmer to trim off both sides of that paper to make it nice and straight again. And then I can go ahead and glue that into my notebook. I realized I probably should glue down the photo as well at the same time. Just a little bit of glue around the edge, just some tape runner, and then I'm going to line that up against the the right hand edge of my page and stick that down. So you can see here this page is already super quick. It's coming together really nicely. I love the bright graphic colors of it. And I saw that there was this die cut from Pink Fresh Studio in here, and I really wanted to use it. The font works so nicely with the numbers on the other side, but then there was also this little it's not really a tag, it's not really a label, I don't know what it is, this little piece that had this pop out love in it, and that worked really nicely as well. So I couldn't quite decide which piece to use. I figured I would go through the die cut pack and see if there were any other little bits and pieces in there that I liked. And I loved these little words just to kind of fill in that wee gap at the bottom that I've got of my journaling. It didn't quite fill the page like I thought it was going to, so I'm going to put that wee word down the bottom next to where it says 24/7, so that the sentiment ends up reading good things grow 24/7. And just under my photo I've slipped in a tag sort of label that I've trimmed off so that it fits under there, and I decided to go with this So Happy We're Here. I just really love the grey, it pulls together the colours in my photos, and again I can't go past that font. It really is this super, just it matches so perfectly, it couldn't have been planned any better. So I'm pretty much done with my page, but there are a couple of puffy stickers in here that I want to add. I do want to keep everything kind of monochrome, so I'm just picking out the two pink and red puffy hearts, just to add a little embellishment to the right hand page. And then that is my page all done. So you can see how picking something like numbers to prompt you in your journaling just brings a page together really easily. These are just 3 tiny little stories that wouldn't have made a page on their own, but they're totally worth documenting together. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you want to keep watching, there's a couple more videos on screen. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Bye guys.